I love Gretchen. Yes, we got Gretchen. Gretchen is here. She's smiling and she's adorable. So, for context, we are currently in the library with Kanika. Gretchen is here. Stella just went off to get some books. We are here and we are researching, trying to find some more information about the stuff we saw in the woods. Sybil has kind of hinted that she thinks they might be things called ditchlings. So basically, we're just trying to find out some more information and kind of find a lead to know where to go next. So let's face it, we only care about Gretchen. I mean, we do love Gretchen. We do love Gretchen a lot. So, oh, the other thing too is we met. I think that was Oscar. Yeah, that is the librarian, and he doesn't know where his daughter is, and that's a little concerning based on what we happened in the woods. So, you are not the ditchlings. No. Okay. Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Okay, Stella's coming back here. Gretchen is so cute. View to avoid spoilers. Okay. Alright, so Stella's back. Is there just like no music playing right now? Yeah, there's just no music playing right now. I'm like, why is it so quiet? I guess we're in a library, so it makes sense, but also like it's so quiet. Okay. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. So, Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. So basically, he was saying in terms of Oscar was telling us to look into history events to see what has maybe happened in Scarlet Hollow before to try to help us maybe predict what might be coming, because the ditchlings are apparently a bad omen of something bad, like tragic, going to happen. So we're trying to predict that and prevent the tragic thing. So, all right, this is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Okay, I wish I wasn't covering Kanika. Would it be really weird if I just should I just float here? I might just float up here, to be perfectly honest. Because I don't want to cover them up. I think I'm just gonna do a float in the middle. Alright. I'll be doing most of my research online. You never know what kind of weird biases those folks writing these books might have. Whatever you find online might be biased too, you know. Which is why we cross-reference things. Yeah, you're right. It's good to cast a wide net. Guess the books are up to me and Tap Girl. Also, I love that she's got a little bat sticker. She's got a little bat sticker. Okay. Reading awaits. Ooh, okay, we get to pick what we're reading. Reading is for suckers. Let Kanika and Stella do the work for you. No. Okay, ooh, coal mines? Yes. Let's do that one. Okay. Flip through Veins of Scarlet, a history of Scarlet Hollow coal mines. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exasperated by his short stint serving as captain in the Confederacy, Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Who dis? This? Okay, I am floating in the middle here. This is Kanika. Gretchen is currently behind the book, and then we've got Stella. So we are in episode 2 now. So You left before meeting them? Kanika is, did you meet Sybil? We came back from the woods and we went over to this place that, where Sybil lives. And this is Sybil's daughter or granddaughter? I don't remember. Sybil's family member of some sort. And she is helping us currently do some research on the things we saw in the woods. Okay. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to invade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings and a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was until 1889, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Okay. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. Right, because, you know, they used to just let kids go work in coal mines. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's eldest son, Theodore, who had taken over for his aging father during the bustle of the war. His brother, Enoch V. Scarlet, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. Bad, very bad, yes. Just whenever I think about, kids having to work and whatnot, I just think Newsies. And then Newsies songs start playing in my head. Let's flip through Silas Scarlet, soldier, woodsman, leader. Okay, Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. Can you imagine having 12 siblings? That's so many. Okay, he grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. Hey! Wait, Looney, didn't you say North Carolina? Greetings from North Carolina. Well, apparently, I was gonna say, wait a second. Hello. Good timing to be in North Carolina, because apparently that's where we're also hanging out. Yes, yes, Looney's in Scarlet Hollow. Exactly. Gretchen, please help. Yes, it's destiny. All right. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family of 10, Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region of Scarlet Hollow that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You're finished with this one. Okay. Flip through Appalachian folk monsters. A few entries catch your eye. Ooh, okay. Go find Gretchen. I feel like there's a cat hair stuck in my nose somewhere. Okay. Wampus cat. A large cat-like creature with loud howling. with a loud howling voice often said to sound like a woman crying out in pain. Okay, often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus Cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people from their reign, freeing the people of their reign from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of the village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Taking notes just in case. Okay, her calls are those of great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition. Interesting. Possibly Khajiit? Maybe? Okay. Tommy knockers. Enigmatic cave-dwelling creatures primarily known for causing mischief. Okay, Tommyknockers originated in Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in the Appalachian mines. They're named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. Okay, according to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the supports of the mine and collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. No, not Cornish! Don't forget the Khajiit repellent, no! Okay, they are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Okay, a tailipo? A creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin, the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs were empty. The hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick, and ran back through its hickory hole out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. "Guess this will have to do," he said to his dog, and threw the tail into a pot to cook a soup. Ew! He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across the wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my taily-poo." Oh, wait, a high horse. "I want my taily-poo," a high horse voice croaked from the darkness. "Go away!" he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across the hardwood, accompanying its movements. "I want my taily-poo!" the creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you," the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear. But there was no dog to be seen. I want my Telepoo! Before the hunter could do so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney standing alone in the woods. You close the book and put it back. Yeah, I think we're good with that part. I think we're good with that. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Okay. It's fine. All right. If we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as to what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Hi! Yeah, that story is an interesting one. Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Aw, hey Pixel! We have a new friend! Okay. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. The little side eye. Pixel, my dear friend. Oh, it's Gretchen. Pixel, my dear friend, it's been too long. How have you been? Pixel, hungry. Did Stella bring the good stuff? Haha, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Ah, yeah, snack time. Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch. There's a cat, and his name is Pixel. And it's cute. Alright. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. That is a good point. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library? Okay, we're gonna do this though, because we can talk to Pixel, so we're gonna take the opportunity to talk to Pixel. I will say, there is no good place for my webcam where I'm not covering people's faces. I want you all to be able to see them. We're gonna scoot over a little bit. There, now we can see everybody. Okay. Hey Pixel, what do you think about the monsters we saw in the woods? I'm an indoor cat. I don't know nothing about no woods. I just hang out in the library, especially now that our house got haunted. Dynamic tap girl camp. Yes, we're just gonna float around the screen wherever it works. Pixel says your house is haunted. What's up with that? How did you know? Tapgirl is either psychic or she can talk to animals. It's a long story. The detects new faces and moves Tapgirl accordingly. That would be really fancy. That would be really cool. No comment. We've, been living in the library for a little bit. It's been great. Oh, Pixel. It's been great. Way more stacks. Way more scritches. Except sometimes there's too much scritches in Pixel's face. Hold up. What kind of haunting are we talking about here? Unexplained noises? Objects appearing in strange and unfamiliar places? Aw, Oscar, don't get her hopes up like that. Nothing like that, sorry. The floors in my bedrooms just keep... Doing what now? The floor in my bedroom just keeps seeping blood? And I've seen a strange figure in the hallway a couple of times. I'm sorry, you're just gonna casually say that your floors are seeping blood? A cheese plate. Stella brought snacks. So I'm assuming that's part of the snacks Stella brought. I'm concerned? Wait, you've seen a full body apparition? Can I see it? Stella, it's probably just a dirty pipe or something. Yeah, Stella wants to see a full body. Yup. What'd you call for that, a plumber or an exorcist? Both? Okay, but what if it's a ghost? Very normal and boring explanation. How is there a boring explanation for the fact that he just said there's blood coming out of his floors? Okay, It's worth looking into. Y'all are more than welcome to check it out. Maybe tomorrow night? Yes, we'll be there. Okay, so episode 3, we're going to be checking out a ghost, apparently. Episode 3, we're going to get to check out a ghost. I know, Gretchen looks a little concerned. I feel like Gretchen's concern, though, is because Pixel's there a little bit. Because that face kind of appeared when Pixel did. Just the blip, yes. I know, I want to go back and I want to do the other ones. Because I'm just interested in terms of, like, interactions of, I'm wondering what the hot one does, just in terms of interactions. I want to know what Mystic makes it so you can, like, see and notice and kind of stuff. So... Also, can my nose stop being itchy for 2 seconds today? Please and thank you. Okay, we'll be there. Yeah, that sounds like a fun way to spend an evening. Can't wait to get spooked by some creaky pipes. Why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library? Pixel is not happy with me. Why don't you mind your own business? Have you seen this little guy's face? How could I say no to that? Leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Oh, we got a loaf on the table. Mist is cool, hot, makes funny interactions. See, that's what I'm thinking. It was like, I feel like it would just make some silly kind of interactions. Okay. Back to Oscar here. All right, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. Okay, this is an interesting choice. Whisper, do you think there's a cult here? What in the world have we read that we think that there's a cult? Also, there's so many explore things. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do this one here with Stella, though. A lot more scary. See, that's the thing, too, is, like, I'm interested to see how it affects, like, the scare level of stuff. Also, can we just talk about how great this music is in this game? Is there a way to get the soundtrack for this game? Because, like, I want it. Because the music in this game is so good. Okay. Stella, what were you saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about Goldsboro thing, right? Haha, yeah. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up mid-air and dropped a couple of bombs. Okay. Based on knowing some things. Yeah, but it's still, you still can get the different kinds of feelings and the vibes from it and stuff, so. Yeah, it was like, the music from this is really good. Like, I could see it maybe being a thing that it's not available right now, but they might be, like, you know, waiting until the episodes are out to have, like, all of the music on one thing. But also, the music in this game is so good. Okay, fascinating bit of history there. The first of the 2 bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. So there's just a nuclear bomb sitting out there somewhere in the woods that could go off if you interact with it. That's great. Something in the Kickstarter. Okay. I wish I had known about this when the Kickstarter was a thing, because I would have backed it, because this is really cool. This is really cool. Okay. Just the fact that there's just a nuclear bomb just chilling out there. I know. Gretchen can do whatever she wants. She's precious. Right. It's conventional explosive. It's conventional explosive I can English. Okay, it's conventional explosion disintegrated in mid-air, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. I'm afraid the cat's gonna grab it. Nah, I think Pixel's just napping. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. I'm sorry, did you say... Oh, Gretchen. Gretchen's like, are we gonna dig things up? I'm sorry, did you say they buried it? Do you all need something dug up? Because if so, I'm your gal. Gretchen, you're so precious. So the nuke made the ditch lanes. If the bomb is somewhere else here. Oh, okay. So they're basically thinking that maybe because this bomb might go off or something, that's why the ditch lanes are here. Okay, if the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditch lanes here? Yeah, Goldsboro is like 400 miles from here. Not that we should be looking too hard at the disaster angle. Whatever those creatures are, they're not biological. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. I mean, Kanika does have a good point, though. Messing with your head as well. I know, it's just like, wait a second. Hey, Gretchen. Kill us here. Yeah, it's not going to kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. Kanika, I've missed this. Okay, honestly, I just want to see what this whisper does. Do you think there's a cult here? You lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kanika. Do you guys think there's, like, a cult here? Okay. The cops were awfully suspicious, almost like they're trying to cover up something. Maybe the ditchlings were actually noticed doing some sort of weird ritual. Maybe the ditchlings were, like, summoned. Oh, we have so many good choices. Honestly, I think I'm probably gonna go with the cops one, though. A lot of folks here feel tense and closed off. I feel like we can't necessarily judge that well because they're just closed off to strangers because they're just not used to other people being here. Suspicious? Cult? Normal stuff. Totally. Okay. Those cops were awfully suspicious, almost like they're trying to cover something up. Really weird combination of being dismissive and trying to pin things on me. I don't know, it just feels like a cover-up. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I'm not sure they really have it in them to be part of a cult. Definitely. I don't think they're capable of putting in the effort. Okay. Let's actually ask about Wayne. Do you think Wayne factors into any of this? That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called out Top Girl by name, which is super weird considering we haven't met him. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him. Maybe he's sick? Maybe that has something to do with what you saw in the woods? I don't know. I'd buy it. Let's talk about the veins of Scarlet. So, about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I never could. Or I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. Okay. I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like any of the information we read is like super useful. Crevice? Crevice. Okay. I'm like, English are scary? Wait, what are, like, in terms of mines? It's like, it's a thing in the mines? I feel like, I like to think I know a lot of words and understand a lot of words, and then when I go and read stuff, I go, wait a second, I don't actually know this word. English? What? Goldie, don't make this lewd. Okay, I guess let's do the other explorers. What happened after the mine collapse? The book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. No offense or anything, I'm sure Tabby runs the mine better than Charles Shaw did. Still, hasn't let the union in though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. Oh, just claustrophobic. Okay. Ooh, okay, we got different explore options now. So, a union busting mine collapsed. Okay, a union busting mine collapsed from poor working condition. Colored me shocked. You guys really seem to have a bone to pick. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, a union busting mine collapsed from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what the sculpture out front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Oh, interesting. Okay. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it or whatever. Yeah, you know, it's definitely good that we have laws in place now that make it so, you know, kids go to school and not, like, work them a lot. Low bar, if you ask me. You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warning us about. Another collapse. You're writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Yeesh, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Y'all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right? Haha, no. I don't think so. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. You guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw. That's what happens when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. I mean, you know, when you pretty much single-handedly caused the death of multiple people because you didn't want to pay for safety regulations and stuff, like, I don't really think anyone's gonna want to be your friend or think good of you. He got run out of town on a rail, you know. And that's not a figure of speech. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it over the far wall. I love that they made a mural of it. Like, just like, remember, if you don't treat people well, this is what happens to you, I guess. He got off easy, if you ask me. Okay, we don't have any more explore things, so any of these are gonna, like, progress us forward. So, okay, I agree with Stella. Maybe the ditchlings are warning about another collapse. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. I'm not sure I agree with the collapse angle, but the mines seem important. This whole town is built right on. I'm gonna go with this poisoning. What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. Honestly, that sounds like one of the most possible explanations we've had so far. What about the ditchlings? I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of parasite down in the mines? Maybe it infected Wayne and maybe Wayne infected the local wildlife? Huh. Yeah, that could work. Okay, now it brought us back to some other explore options. Okay, any luck with Rosalina? Haha, not yet. I knew not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I think didn't think it would happen overnight. So in case you weren't here and caught that, Rosalina is Oscar's daughter. He doesn't currently know where she is. So, yeah. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check on her usual haunts. I guess let's go ahead and explore the other two things we've read. So, probably in Vegas. Okay, let's talk about Silas Scarlet. Ooh, we got options. Okay. Whoa, why is there so many options? Okay. Sticking with the explore stuff, I do like that it gives us the option to, like, if we don't want to dig into all of this, we can just progress the story forward by picking an option that's not one of the explore ones. Okay. I guess he was a product of a different time. Who knows what future generations will think when they look back on us. Sure, but the dude was still a monster. Did that say monster? A monster? What's a monster? I thought it said monster. It's not. Is that supposed to say monster? Sorry you're related to him. Monster, an inhumanely cruel or wicked person. Oh, got it. Also, no, Riri with the one. Okay, thank you for looking that up, Jessica. Okay. Most of the barrel ground. I don't know. I get it. It must be one of those burial ground situations, right? Like the plotter gist? Ha! Absolutely not. Even I know that's just urban legend stuff. If stolen land is cursed, then all of North America is cursed. Yeah, Scarlet Hollow isn't special. Okay. And let's talk about the other one we read. Okay, the Appalachian folk monsters. Ooh, keen eye option. Apparently, my mom used to tell me the Taily Poo story, and I don't think I like that. I know, my Englishing of some of the words is not going to be perfect. I'm going to do my best. Okay, let's do the Kenai option, because I was like picking that when we have one. So all these stories are about revenge. All of the stories I read were about revenge. Huh. I guess it's a popular subject of myths and urban legends. Oh, we still have those options. Okay. Do you think the ditchlings are Tommy knockers? What with the whole warning thing? Good thought, but Tommy knockers live in mines. That's like their whole thing. I'm gonna write it down though. Tommy knockers are literally just the sounds that happen when a bunch of rocks and wood are about to collapse. Are they? Or are they the sound of mysterious creatures pounding on the rocks and support beams with hammers to cause a collapse? There's simply no way to know. My mom used to tell me that Tealy-Poo story. I totally forgot about it. I can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad. I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did. Ha! I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Tealy-Poo, and the one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Now I know it's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. That doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Tealy-Poo. I've camped out there a couple of times and seen some pretty spooky stuff. Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. You're gonna get rabies one of these days chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge. Children, no! Okay. Okay, Wampas cats kind of sound like they could be mountain lions. Voice like a woman crying out somewhere between person-sized and cat-sized. Definitely, they are 100% mountain lions. Kanika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. I thought we were supposed to be skeptic. Oh, Stella, one of these days you'll trust us. Wait, that's Gretchen. Okay, that was still Kanika. Okay. Oh, Stella, one of these days you'll trust us. I love that, like, the animals are being like, there's mountain lions, and Stella's just like, there's not mountain lions. Hi, Kiwi, it's good to see you. How's it going? But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either a hoax or someone getting confused about a perfectly normal animal. Sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank when the folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs and got freaked out, and now we are here. Or now here we are? And now here we are. You'll eat those words when I get the first clear footage of a Bigfoot. If you manage that, I'll print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it. I promise. I love that. I'm holding you to it. You better, Stella. Okay, let's move on. Okay, okay, now we gotta figure out where we want to go. I could actually ask them what they think versus just picking. So the options are the mines, the woods. I want to know what they think. What do you all think? There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop. We can poke around and find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We're not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Stella, we're not going in the mines, are we? Right? Yeah, totally, 100%. I would never. We don't have a good reason to go down there. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks, we're just going to question some of the miners. Okay. I was definitely thinking the mines are the best bet, but I was torn between, like, doing that or, like, trying to find Rosalina. And maybe we'll loop back around to that, but I'm like, maybe going to the mines would be the best choice. So, I let them pick. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say, a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. I can't blame her. My impromptu phrase, yeah. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out what's wrong with Wayne while we're at it. Maybe Tabitha can help us out. I don't think Tabitha's gonna... Finally, the opportunity I've been looking for to get to know Tabitha. No, I don't want to talk to Tabitha. I'm sure Tabitha's going to love that we're snooping around. I'm gonna say, alright, but let's try to stay under the radar. Alright, but if we're doing this, let's do our best to stay under the radar. I'm already in hot enough water with Tabitha as is. That sounds like a good idea. We'll be super sneaky, I promise. I can even keep lookout. Look at us, going on a caper together. I missed this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though there is something missing. Reese. My guess on this is in the cutscene at the end of episode 1, we saw someone like sitting on a bed that kind of looked like maybe in the basement kind of thing, and they seemed upset. It wasn't someone I recognized, so my guess is that might be Reese. That is my guess. If you have played this, don't confirm nor deny. But I'm just saying, I think that's what I'm thinking. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. The poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Tap Girl. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you all posted. Gretchen's concerned face. I know. I love Gretchen. Alright. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall. An isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Okay, I love her hat. Okay, hold on. I'm assuming Reese might open the door, but we're gonna move over here. I'm just gonna rotate around the screen. Gretchen is absolutely precious. Okay, Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. A witch, that's your guess? I love her look. She also has like, this looks like, you know, almost Batman kind of belt. Her rotation, yay, we're just gonna rotate around. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with it. I'm sure he and Tapgirl would get along super well too. But she does also have the Sailor Moon shirt, yeah. Ooh, okay. If Reese is sick, we should be dragging him along on adventures. Lies, nothing strenuous here at all. I'm just gonna introduce myself. Hi, I'm Tapgirl, Vivian's kid. I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you, as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Reese's mom turns back to the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You know, you just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. She sighs again, as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and you all hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it will brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Tapgirl. That would be great. I could bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? Okay, so things that we know that are going to be for season. Episode 3. Apparently we're going to meet Reese. And we're going to go over to Oscar's house and go ghost hunting, apparently. I kind of like that it's like, you know, we're planning ahead. We also still have Avery's party at some point this week, too. So, okay. Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay. I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Okay. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know they have those therapy dogs at the hospital. No dogs. Why, I never. The absolute gall. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. We don't know. We just know that he's sick of some sort. Okay, Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. Okay. God, that woman makes me so nervous. I guess I'm not covering... as long as I'm not covering Stella's face, I think I'll stay here. Remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids? She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool. I'll take the shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Tapgirl. Don't worry. I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Ooh, okay. We gotta explore this, because I'm curious, like, what has Stella got against cars? Like, was there car crash or something here? Or, like... Alright, Stella, what is actually up with you and cars? The mines have gotta be ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Tapgirl. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It'll get a little tight with more than 2 people. Do we want to ride with Kanika or do we want to walk with Stella? It's not the first time we've kind of asked her about the cars, though. Because when we rode back into town with the police, we asked her once we got back of like, why were you so, you know, why did you want to walk? Yeah, now we're in front of someone else. But yeah, also they're like, I guess, yeah. But it also seems to be like a thing that Kanika knows why based on how like she responded. My guess of some sort here. Obviously, the game has not told us. Stella has told us that she's lost both of her parents. So I'm wondering if there was a car crash that caused that. And that's why Stella doesn't want to be in cars. I'm just trying to decide, like, obviously we're probably going to get to talk to them on the way there. And I'm just trying to decide if I want to talk and know more things about Stella. Or if I want to get to know Kanika more. We have already gotten to talk to Stella a lot, and we haven't really got to know Kanika quite as well yet. So I think I'm going to go ahead and ride with Kanika. Achievement unlocked, Mystery Machine. It is hard to choose. We could have done a poll, but you all and your reputation with polls is to tie them, and then I still have to pick anyway. So the other thing too is like, in terms of like future, when episode 3 comes out, I don't know if we'll like start over and go through it all again, but I do at some point want to go back through and pick different options and have different traits. So whatever one I don't pick now, like there was another choice with like leaving the forest that I'm like, I want to know what happens if we chase after the creatures versus calling the police. So heard the achievement name. Yes, the achievement was the Mystery Machine, and the names of these achievements are great. True. Yes, you all have a tendency to tie polls, and then I have to pick. Okay, I'll ride with Kanika. See you at the mines. Alright, Kanika is a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Thanks for indulging us on this little diversion. Reese's mom can be a lot, but I'm glad we have solid plans for tomorrow. Stella and I haven't really seen much of him in the past few years. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Ooh, okay, my keen eye. Okay. My keen eye just agreed with my kind of prediction here. We gotta do it, though. I want to see what the other options are. Ooh, we've got so many things to talk about. Okay. We gotta do this keen eye. Stella's parents died in a car crash, didn't they? She told me her parents died last night. It was pretty easy to put the rest together. What with how uncomfortable asking her about cars made her, and how quick you were to jump in and change... Jump in and change yeah subject. I think this is a... Is this a typo? I think this is a Is this a typo? I'm gonna print screen this. I'm assuming there might be, it is early access, so I'm assuming there might be a place for us to be like, typo, question mark? Maybe, Jessica? I don't know. Do I have keen eye in real life? Maybe? I wouldn't think so. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is a typo. To be fair, it's still technically early access, but From what I can tell, the reason it's in early access is just because not all 7 episodes are available yet. Yeah, it was like, I'm assuming there's probably a place to be like, hey, here's feedback. Damn, that's pretty impressive. Not a lot gets past you, huh? She was in the car too, just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever actually gonna leave this town. Is she doing all right? Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's still some real trauma there, but it's also been years. It's just not fair, though. Stella is such a sweetheart, and so were her folks. Breaks my heart. Oh, we have so many things. Can you please drive me out of town, like, right now? No, we're not just gonna ditch. I actually want to know more about Reese. So, what's actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck a few times I've seen him. I just find it a little weird that his mom hasn't brought in any outside doctors. At least not any I'm aware of. I mean, she's a doctor, but if your kid has been in the house for this many years, or housebound for this many years, you'd think it was something you put a lot more effort into fixing. I don't know. I'm probably just projecting or something. Wait, they have a Dustin emote in their Discord? Hold on, wait. Sorry, I have to go look at this. They have a Dustin emote! And they have a Gretchen emote! They also have the smile, like, picture for Tabitha's. Okay, y'all join that Discord if you want a Gretchen and a Dustin emote, because... Just saying. Okay. That's rough. Yep. What's up with your brother? He's just difficult. Have you ever had someone in your life who just can't seem to get their act together no matter how much you try to help them? Sometimes it feels like I can't trust him with the smallest bit of responsibility without him leaving a mess for me to clean up. Don't get me wrong, he's family. I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Have you ever thought about living somewhere else? Asking the real questions, huh? I can respect that. Yeah, this wasn't the plan, and still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school, top of my class, might I add, when my dad died. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and you've met Miles. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. It's not just about my family, too. The general store, that's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Maybe I'll go back next semester. That's tough. That's really tough, yeah. Oh, this is actually interesting in terms of us here. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't actually know if my dad's dead. Huh. I actually want to do this Explorer the Vet School one instead. Vet school? Just like Stella's mom. You know, I never really thought of it that way, but yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, we gotta do this one just because it's just, what is it with this character? Just when you say, like, the Dead Moms Club or the Dead Dads Club. Okay, I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. You're funny. I'm sure they'll be okay without you. You should wait on people for permission to live your life. Oh, you shouldn't wait for people. You shouldn't wait on other people for permission to live your life. Helping your family is admirable. I just want to say you'd be a great vet. I've seen how you are with Gretchen. Aw, shucks. I was really into biology during undergrad, and growing up around Stella and her mom gave me a special kind of love for animals. Dead Redacted Club, apparently. Okay. Yes, we should get up and do a local break here in a second. I think we'll wait till we get to the mine, though. Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about at the library? Do you have any other theories on what's going on aside from what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though, I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something? Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes, like 4,000 of them. Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of... I have no idea what that word is. Some kind of research monkeys. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. She's not calling us that. She's calling the ditchlings that. Oh. Right, you all said you were ditchlings, so apparently you're research monkeys now. Alopecia? Okay. I don't think I've ever actually seen that. I mean, she was calling the ditchlings that, and if you all are saying you're the ditchlings, then... I mean... You all brought it upon yourselves then. What if they're aliens? Ha! That's hilarious. Absolutely not. Are aliens real? Totally. I'm sure there's life somewhere out there. Do they look like weird little hairless blob monkeys? Definitely not. Our whole hairless bipedal situation is one of the rarest body plans. Humans and other apes are super unique. Whatever multicellular life is out there, it's probably just crabs. And the likelihood that they make it to space, let alone another inhabited planet, dang. Here I go getting worked up about aliens. Sorry, I just have a lot of opinions on them. I don't want to... No, I don't want to do that one. I don't want to drive out of town. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. Alright, you and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Huge shocker, considering we were driving and she was walking. Okay, while we're like in between scenes, I'm gonna hop up, I'm gonna do a wiggle break, I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle.